New intro. So much love and appreciation to those of you who have been with me for the 2 year period plus that I've been doing this. Thank you for showing your love and support to the channel. And to anybody else who is brand new to the platform and you would like to support the channel, also you can do it by way of Patreon, Anchor, the clothing store, and also the shoe shop that is listed in the comment description below. And again, thank you to any and all of you guys who have been here to support this channel during the 2+ year period. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every single day without you. Houston Chronicle reports that Travis Scott stopped multiple times during his 75-minute performance, having spotted fans in distress and requesting the security check on the well-being and escorted them to safety out of the crowd. Houston Fire Chief Samuel Pena described the event as a mass casualty incident. He stated that this is a tragic night. We had at least 8 confirmed fatalities tonight, and we had scores of individuals that were injured here in this event. Quote, the crowd began to compress towards the front of the stage, and that caused some panic, and it started causing some injuries. People began to fall out, becoming unconscious, and it created additional panic. Officials reported that 17 people were taken to the hospital, including 11 who were in cardiac arrest, while some 300 people were treated for minor injuries, including cuts, bruises, a temporary field hospital in NRG Park. Shortly after, people began suffering from injuries. Festival organizers Live Nation called off the event and canceled the second and final day of the concert, which would have featured artists such as SZA, Bad Bunny, and 21 Savage. Houston Police Department Chief Troy Finer stated that an investigation was underway to find out what exactly happened at the festival, but emphasized that immediate focus was on the injured and dead. Quote, nobody could dream of this. I think it's very important that none of us speculate. Nobody has any answers tonight. If you don't have the facts, if you don't have the evidence, I'm not going to speak against that. We have hurting families out there. And he also added, pray for these families. Harris County judge and local politician described the events as extremely tragic night. Quote, our hearts are broken. People go to these events looking for a good time, a chance to unwind, to make memories. It's not the kind of event you go to where you expect to find out about these fatalities. While identifications of those who were injured and killed in the event is ongoing, the local politician stated that some of the victims who were transported to the hospital by ambulance were as young as 10 years old. She urged anyone who was missing a family member who had attended the festival to come by the Wyndham Houston Hotel at 8686 Kirby, where Houston police have established an information and reunification center. So the video that I played earlier, I'm just going to allow that to play now because that's what took place at the Travis concert earlier during the day to basically, reinforce and make people understand this is how what happened later. This is how that happened because people wanted to be stupid, right? Like I said, I don't know who's raising the human beings out here at this moment in time, But obviously, we got clear-cut savages. That's what it is. Your families out here are savages. If your kids or one of your family members are clearly in this video, y'all savages. Because at the end of the day, there's no excuse. There's no reasoning as to why multiple people were injured and why multiple people lost their lives. There's no reason, there's no excuse. Because obviously, looking at this, there is no home training. If people did a better job at actually raising their kids, this wouldn't even be a thing. That fence wouldn't have collapsed. It didn't collapse under its own pressure. It collapsed because people wanted it to collapse. And then after it collapsed, right, you had people that got caught because other people wanted to sit up there and bum rush. They don't know, you got 20 people behind. They don't know that somebody's down there on the floor because they just see people just like running forward. And nobody's really looking down whenever they step. Like I said before, people wonder how people end up breaking their necks, falling into a ditch and a hole. That's why, because people never look down. You got inconsiderate assholes out here that 100% decided that, oh, I can't wait to get into the Travis Scott concert, so I'm just going to sit up there and bum rush the gate and just trample and walk over whoever's there. This is how a pregnant woman ended up losing her life before the concert, because people sat up there and trampled over her. This is how people end up losing their lives when it comes to Black Friday events. And that's full-fledged adults. Like I said, savages. Straight savages. So, for me, I can't even be shocked at the actions of any of the human beings that are here. Because usually on Black Friday, usually when you look at videos when Jordans are just coming out and all these other things, you see savages out there. And I'm using savages as a generalization for any group of people. It ain't even specific. Everybody's a savage. If your kids or your families are in any of these videos dealing with Black Fridays, dealing with Jordans, dealing with waiting for anything in line and then just like bum rushing, breaking windows, doing whatnot or whatever, savages. I don't care who it is. Like I said, y'all don't got no home training out here. That reflects on the whole family. Some people like, well, that's the whole family, son. That's the whole family. Now you want to try to separate yourself because things look bad. But when things look positive, like, oh yeah, that's my cousin right there. They just came up on, 43 mil, we in here, right? Magically, everybody want to claim somebody when they get rich, but magically when they do something bad, everybody like, no, they ain't my cousin, man. That's that other side. That's from the second first removed that married the uncle, got divorced, and then married the brother, and then got divorced, then dating the next of kin, and then the baby mama to Sandra. Like, don't nobody got time for that. Don't nobody got time for that. Because the only thing people got time for now is trying to find if their relatives or significant other or if their child or family member is either injured or dead. And now they got to sit up there and have time for hospital visits, going to the ER, or worse, planning for a funeral, because you got savages out here at concerts that don't have any type of home training. There's no other way I can sit up there and put it. I'm going to sound like a broken record because stuff like this shouldn't happen. Like I said before, go back and look at videos of Black Friday. Go back and look at videos of people waiting in line for Jordans or maybe Supreme or whatever it is. Anytime that people got to wait in line, just wait. You'll see a savage moment happening. Savages, no home training. No home training. Like I said, I don't know who's raising these human beings out here, but you obviously do not need to have kids. I'm making a clear cut of some of the people involved. If they're even able to identify those individuals during the concert at night, all of them need to be charged. Then what happened during the daytime, if they can even use whatever they can to basically find out who those individuals are, all of them need to be charged. So anybody at that time during the day who might have lost their life or ended up severely injured due to the fact of them trampling over and trying to enter into the concert, anybody who did that, they should have immediately been turned away. But like I said, I got a better thing that people can sit up here and do. How about this? For all of these concerts, you start having armed personnel. I'm talking about like the army, or you have the police, any which one, I don't even care. Have them there directly with guns in their hands, and let's see if people want to sit up there and go through those fences again. Let's see if that's going to sit up there and happen. I bet you it won't. I bet you it won't. Because now people are like, oh man, yo, I can't do that again. Something might happen to my life, right? Because that's all people care about. They care about their own life, their own individual life, right? They don't care about everybody else's life. Proof of which, this is why the individuals ended up getting trampled during the concert. This is why nobody was really trying to care for them and really trying to help them out. This is why you saw people in the daytime during this video getting trampled. You literally see people visually underneath other people as they're getting trampled. And you see people trying to come in and help. But people are, oh, I got to get into this concert. Man, move out my way. I don't care who's down here. That's your fault if you in my way. Like I said before, people wonder why bad things end up happening to them. It's called karma. But like I said, people going to end up learning one way or another. It's going to sit up there and have to happen. Some people are just hard-headed to the point where they got to be made an example out of. Or somebody that they know got to be made an example of. Or somebody in their family. Or somebody that's close to them. Like I said, somehow, some way, an example is going to be made. And I promise you, they're not going to think back to the event that ended up leading to the reason why karma struck. They're not going to look back at this concert and be like, yo, maybe it was because of what happened. No, they're going to be looking at the here and now. Like I said, that's how funny people are. People don't try to make correlations. People don't try to look at all of their actions. And I continuously sit up there and tell people that, yo, your actions have ramifications, both seen and unseen. You're not going to be able to automatically see the ramifications that are going to take place in the future from your action. Don't matter if it's positive or negative. But in this aspect, we're talking about negative. So like I said before, people better sit up there and pay attention. My condolences to anybody who ended up losing a family member or a life, because that shouldn't have happened. As the political official said, like, you come there trying to make memories, maybe friends and, engagements, different stuff like that. You're not coming there to, happen to see or hear about somebody dying. You're not. People come there as an escape. You don't come there to see people dying. That's what you just came to the concert to escape from, because it's entertainment. It's a whole nother realm. It's a whole nother bubble that you're able to put yourself into, where you're free for a few hours, where you get to escape, either some gun violence or, different things that might be happening in your family, or all of the negative stuff on social media or in everyday world. This is that space. And magically, even though you came to that space to escape all of that, you still ended up having that there. And now you're a part of the story. So like I said, my condolences to those who ended up, losing family members and lives, because it shouldn't have happened. And the people who were there, that were close by, that had a part in that, they need to sit up there and get charged. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's my stance on it. Because maybe if there's harsher punishments and different things like that, maybe people won't sit up there and do it. Maybe people will actually care about other people's lives. Maybe if you make things harsh enough, people will actually stop and think. Just maybe. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I listed in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.